So this is how to make your base cream. Is very easy. We have the oil phase, the water phase, and the cool down phase. So for the oil phase, all you have to do is measure your e-wax, stearic acid, cetyl alcohol, and coconut oil, and then pour it in a bowl. That's what I'll be doing in this video. So first of all, I'm going to measure my e-wax. For my e-wax, I'll be measuring 320 grams. So the scale, you can see it's on. To get your measurement, put your bowl first before you on the scale. Okay, if you see now, if you on the scale before you put your bowl and then you measure the 320 grams, you will not get accurate measurement because the bowl already is having a weight of 122. So please, before you measure your scale, make your product, make sure your bowl is there, and then on your scale, so it should be at 0. So I need e-wax 320 grams. I'm doing a large quantity. So I need 320 grams. So that's my 320 grams of e-wax. Measure and then put it here. Next thing I'm going to measure is my stearic acid. For stearic acid, I need just 100 grams. For stearic acid, I need just 100 grams. It's better to use the digital scale to get your measurement accurate. So you just add it to your e-wax. The next thing I want to measure is my cetyl alcohol. Cetyl alcohol, I need just 100 grams. So that's 100 grams. I add it here, you can see. So the next thing I want to do is measure my coconut oil. Remember I said this is the oil phase. So for coconut oil, I need 100. This is my coconut oil. I need 100 ml of this. No, I need 200 ml of this. The measurements are in your ebook already. This is just practical video for you to see how it is done. So I'm measuring out 200. 200 is what we need. And then now I'm going to take it for double boiling. This is it. I'm going to dissolve it now using double boiler method. And then double boil. So I'm going to leave this here till everything dissolve completely. Okay, I'll come back. So you can see this is our e-wax. So, please, sorry about the sound of the chain, okay? Sorry about the noise. This is our e-wax, cetyl alcohol, and stearic acid with coconut oil. You can see it's fully dissolved now. So this is why we call it the oil phase. Okay, because now what we have here is oil, pure oil. So I'm just going to take this out. So this is the dissolved um, wax, tel alcohol, stearic acid, and coconut oil. The next thing we need to do is measure out our distilled water. I'm going to measure out my distilled water now. Okay. So this is the stage we pour the water into the. I need a bigger bowl for this, so I'm just going to transfer this into a bigger bowl. Okay. This is it. I'm transferring because this bowl will be too small for me. Okay. So this is our coconut oil. You can use hot press or cold press coconut oil, anyone of your choice. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just gently pour the water into the oil. I'm not going to finish the water because the remaining ones from here I also dissolve my powder. Okay, I'll use the water from here to dissolve my licorice, my water soluble whitening powders. Okay, so don't worry about the consistency now. It's looking light, but as it cools down it will get thicker. So this is what we call the water phase. Hope you are getting it. So when you hear oil phase, water phase, cool down phase, don't panic. This is how we make our whitening base cream. You can see it's not difficult at all. So I'm just going to dissolve my powder now. I'm going to make use of salicylic acid and licorice powder. So my licorice, I'll just pour it here. I'm going to set this aside first, okay? This water I have here is the remaining one. I had to remain this from the water I measured out. I want to use this one now to dissolve my licorice. So I'm just going to measure out my licorice now. Let me get it 1 minute. So I'm going to pour in my licorice powder, and then I'm going to double boil this so to dissolve very well. So if you're making use of other powders like alpha button, um, alpha button, bigger white, water soluble powder. You know what water soluble powders and oil soluble powders. This is the stage you put the powders together and then dissolve it using the double boiler method. So I'm just going to do this in the double boiler now. So this is the powder. I'm just going to stir till it's completely dissolved, and then I'll pour it into the base cream. Just stir on low heat, remember. Okay, licorice doesn't take time to dissolve. Alpha button does not take time to dissolve. Indigo white, anyone you are using. The formulas are already listed in the ebook. This is the practical, so you see how it's done. Please always dissolve on low heat. Don't dissolve your powders on high heat. It will affect the effectiveness of the powder. So this is it. So this is the dissolved whitening powder. Just going to pour it in. That's all. And then stir. Just going to give it a good stir. You can see how smooth it is. We haven't used the electronic mixer yet to get there. So just put it and then stir. You can see the base cream is white in color. Now I'll tell you what to do if you want your base cream to have different color. If you want your base cream to be white like this, I'll tell you what to do. If you want your base cream to have orange color, I'll tell you what to do. If you want it to have like, just watch to the end though. So this is the base cream. The next thing I'm going to do now is dissolve salicylic acid and then add it. So your salicylic acid, you have to dissolve it using propylene glycol. If you're using 48 grams of salicylic acid, you need 48 grams of propylene glycol. If you're using 100 grams of salicylic acid, you need 100 grams of propylene glycol to dissolve it. If you're using 200 grams of salicylic acid, you need 200 grams of propylene glycol to dissolve it. So one minute, please. I'm going to measure out my propylene glycol and salicylic acid now. So I'm using 48 grams of salicylic acid and 48 ml of propylene glycol. So that's my salicylic acid. This is what it looks like. Can you see the crisp? Can you see how it is? It has some kind of shiny undertone there. So this is my salicylic acid. It has some crystals there. It's not pure powder. So I'm going to, this is my propylene glycol. So I'm going to put 48. I did not off the scale to measure again, but let's do it. So I just need 48. Let's should be 56. Sorry, the thing a call interrupted. So that is it. I'm also going to dissolve this using double boiler method. So time to double boil. You can see if you don't dissolve with enough propylene glycol, the salicylic acid will not dissolve well for you. So you can see I use 48 grams of salicylic acid and 48 grams of propylene glycol. So this is the salicylic acid now, dissolving it using my double boiler method. I'm going to add, this is the cool down phase now. So this is where you add your acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid. So just going to add and stir. You can see the base is getting thick already. But because we're pouring in acid, it's going to make the base light again, but don't worry about that. It will get thick as it cools down. So just put and stir. I'm going to add my lactic acid now. So lactic acid, this is my lactic acid. I need 120 ml. Mm, so this is my lactic acid. The next thing I'm going to add is my glycolic acid. This is my glycolic acid. I need just 72 ml. So please always get your measurement well, right? Get them right. Use your digital scale if possible. It's going to give you the accurate measurement you need. So this is my glycolic acid. If the salicylic acid takes time to dissolve, it's really difficult to dissolve, so you just have to be patient. But even if it doesn't dissolve well, don't worry. The lactic acid and glycolic acid will help to melt the crystals as well. This is my super white oil. Very good, safe for the skin. This is nice. So I'm just adding one bottle. Any product you're buying, make sure you check for expiring date. Get original ingredients and make sure you're not using expired products. This is my Nature Secret oil. I'm going to add one of this. This is it. Has argan oil in it. Very good. Argan oil is good for treatment of dark spot, stretch mark, and skin issues. So I'm using just one bottle as well. So I'm just going to stir this together very well. So this, you can see our base cream is white now. But adding this oil will change the color. If you want your base cream to remain white, you can use the white of this. Okay, there's plain vegetable glycerin. Plain vegetable glycerin will maintain the consistency, the color white. You can also use the white one of this one. There's a plain one like the glycerin color. It will maintain your cream white. Then this one also has another color. I think it's this one is what? Papaya. This is carrot. There's another one that's I think lemon. Now that one will change the color of this one. So for this we need 120 ml. Going to measure it out. So I'm going to use 120 ml of this. vitamin E oil. I need 48 ml. 48. So this is also vitamin E. That one is not up to 48. So I'm adding, that's my 48. Going to stir it as well. Please don't stir on top of your scale to spoil it. If you want to mix your product, take it off the scale before doing any mixing. Vitamin E is an antioxidant, very good. This is my polysorbate 80. I need just 4 ml. That's it. Let me add preservative. Okay, let me just stir before the preservative. Now this polysorbate 80 is to help enhance the texture of this. You know the product, the lotion really looks thick. Now this is going to loosen it a bit. Hmm? So our base cream. Let's see how thick it is. See the texture and the consistency is so nice. This cream can be used to pro mix anything. So that is it.